if there's one thing black men have, it's audacity, and I love it for them. Black men have audacity. Hi everyone, my name is Uche and I'm a single mom of two. Come with me as I tell you about my horse racing event experience. You know, as a 36-year-old woman, I decided recently to redefine what I call fun. The kind of activities I go to, the kind of events I go to. You know, we're at that age, we're getting older, so some things do no longer really interest us. So for some time now, I've been wanting to attend a horse racing event. You know, those events where, you know, they wear have facilitators and all women dress gorgeous, looking their best. You know me, fashion like kind of make me excited. So I've always looked forward to going for such events. Then one day my friend calls and like, oh, she's going to work in the biggest horse racing tournament in Canada. I was like, oh my God, I've always wanted to go there. But initially I was going to buy a ticket, right, and go for that event as a guest. But along the line, life happened and I just cancelled last minute, right? Then all of a sudden, last minute to the event, my friend calls me, oh, she's not able to make it, she's not feeling too well, she's someone to cover up. And I was like, what an opportunity. I get to make money while watching an event I have always wanted to watch. Guys, I have never felt excited about making money before in my life than this event. Like, I made money while not stressing. Well, I got to the event that day, you know, very excited about the whole scene. Everything just seemed like, I'm like, oh my God, I'm here, right? So one thing I love about being at a horse racing event is not just for the thrill of the event. I have said it's the elegance of the crowd, like the stunning women in their best dresses. You know, everybody dressed so beautiful, right? And that lesson I learned from that event that day is the power of persistence. The horses, even if you are not Muslim, even if you are not the lead in the start of the race, you would see how they would push through, someone from the last, and gather strength and finish strong. For me, horse racing is more than a sport. It's a symbol of, you know, resilience, beauty, and determination. Though I didn't go for the event in my best self, I didn't get to express myself the way I would have loved to express myself because we had limitations. There was a uniform, there was everything, and it was last minute, like I said, so I didn't really get prepared. But I think I did well in terms of dressing. But guys, people dress. There was a lot of fashionable people. Guys, when I said there was hats upon hats, this is what I meant. There were just so many beautiful faces with hats. Look at this guy. I love that he was boldly wearing this with his wife. And then, like, I saw different types of people who are really dressing nice. Then I also learned that day that what happens in a horse racing event is people bet on these horses, and then when it's time for the horse to race, they're cheering for their horse to win. So people's mind that I'm not at ease. Sorry, the adrenaline is what makes the events very exciting. Also, I didn't even understand this board, what, you know, the reading after each race, the payout, you know, all these betting jargons. I was so at loss at what was going on there. But thereby, I also enjoyed the event. You know, one thing Canadians are good at is they will sing their national anthem anywhere they find themselves. Although this was a big event because the general governor of Ontario was present, and I love the fact that whenever they want to sing this anthem, everybody stops doing what they're doing. This place had like 5 floors or levels or so. Everyone was quiet when they started singing their national anthem. That was very impressive. And I'm going to go and learn this national anthem because anywhere I go, they're singing it. I never even knew when I was in UK that UK had the national anthem or anything. But Canada, we sing their own at any slightest opportunity. So I have to learn the main race of the day, which is called the King's Plate, right? It's named after the King of England. It used to be called the Queen's Plate, but they renamed it when the King of England took over. Now it's normally the longest race in the event, and the winner wins what we call something from the king or something like that. And it's always it consists of 17 horses racing. So I think this is where people that bet have the most money or something like that. Well, after this ninth race, was the ninth race, it was not the main race. Most people left. Well, let's talk about how stunning I looked on that day and the kind of attention I received. Like, people were coming to take pictures of me, compliments. I don't even know why these people, every time I wear an afro since I left Nigeria, these people tend to think that, oh, is this your hair? That's one comment I will always get. Like, oh, like, how can this be my hair? Look at the full afro, long afro I was wearing. Well, one thing that happened that I just concluded, I said, you know, black men, they have audacity. Because of all the compliments I was seeing from Igbo, from these ones, they thought I was a celebrity, honestly, and they wanted to take pictures with me. So, of all the compliments that I was receiving from both the whites and the black, it was already black men that walked up to me, asked for numbers, and even gave me their card. And I'm like, this thing about giving, because I've experienced it not once or twice, about a man giving a woman their card. I don't know, when I get home, I pick up my phone, I dial the number, like, say hello, as in, I don't know how that conversation will start. Oh, it's me, remember me, I met you in this thing. I've processed that whole line in my head, and I can't seem to get myself to do it. Maybe someone can teach me in the comment section how they do it. Well, I had fun. I had maximum fun. I enjoyed myself. Will I go for horse riding events again? Yes, I'll definitely be going for the ones that they do normally, which is not like this big one during the week, just to relax. Well, the only thing that reminded me the next day that I did a job and that I stood all through was my legs. My feet literally killed me at the point. At the end, honestly, that was when I started remembering that, oh my God, I had been standing.